was a time for great darkness in the land of Equestria. Lord Tyrek had risen and taken over the land. Twilight and her crew were nowhere to be seen. It left the ponies scared, worried, afraid, and in the wake of their fear, several questions raced through their minds. Who would discuss the new episodes during Tyrek's reign of terror? Who would get distracted from topics in this time of need? Who would step up? Who would rise in the darkness? Who would talk after dark?
Who wrote this? Really? Really? Okay, I could pull better script out of my...
What is this weird show? It's like the only thing you know. You talk about it every day. You know this is child's play. Your path ahead is blurred, told to go join in on the herd. You know this show's for younger crowds. How can you say you're proud? Now think, brony, think. Everything in here is pink. You spent your precious time, now you're walking a fine line, and then you have the nerve to ask me to observe these girly things. You open your mouth and sing. Ponies aren't just for girls, let the still unfurl. Twilight sparkle, pinkie pie, applejack and fluttershy. Do not be afraid, we will never fade. Rainbow dash and rarity, join the herd and you will see.
Hello and welcome to the season finale of Twitchy After Dark. As is for the norm, I am your host, Twitchy. And joining me this week is a metric shit ton of people.
Everyone who was ever on.
Almost everyone who was ever on.
Oh yeah.
Joining me this week is Ditzy.
I always like being called out.
Emma.
It's Emma, and it's everybody's favorite changeling.
BumbleSweet.
I have no clever thing to say.
Lightning Phasor.
I'm still here. How did this happen?
We don't know.
Phasor Shift.
I just kind of found myself here. I'm not actually supposed to be here.
And our glorious streamer for the last half season, Cat Nick Foo.
Your one stop. What the fuck, Twitchy?
Catnip flu.
That's the proper pronunciation.
Catnick.
It could be.
You ruined my thing!
We're still in California.
How could you?
Just be Katnika.
Kanika. Kanika. It sounds like some kind of African state.
What was it? The one person called
Guys.
Cat Niddle or something?
Guys, do you know what it would be if Cat lived in Oklahoma?
Cat Nick, okay?
No, Catnicock. I'm sorry, I'm sick, I'm ADD.
Already, we're off topic.
Oh god! And I would, do you know what the best part was gonna say?
2 minutes.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, that, your one-stop shop for distractions.
That too.
Oh, God, we just got off the wings of a glorious, glorious season finale. In my opinion, probably the best the show's had. Like, I would honestly say that. Outright, probably the best season finale this show has had.
Agree.
This tops Chrysalis and the Changelings in my book.
I don't know, I like my changelings.
The changeling
my
agrees.
Don't say that with the changeling presence.
Don't get me wrong, Chrysalis is still probably the sexiest goddamn thing to ever grace My Little Pony.
I'm a little sad though.
Why are you sad, Ditzy?
Because Fluffle and Chrissy didn't come out of the box like I wanted.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I second that.
You have lost the dream.
The proverbial closet, everyone.
Well, Ditzy, I'm pissed because my theory that Trixie was the one that gives Twilight her key turned out to be wrong.
I got a
It
rock.
ended up better though.
That's
Twitchy.
never gonna happen either, Twitchy.
All of your theories for the season were wrong.
And
Isn't,
Scootaloo still doesn't have her cutie mark.
isn't that always the case?
And Scootaloo still doesn't have her cutie mark.
But yeah, good season.
Yeah, great season. In fact, let's take a look back at at season 4.
Do we have to?
Sound muted.
Fuck them white bitches! Did you know I can totally play the organ?
Give us the precious.
I believe I can fly.
Just like a rock.
Every last inch of me's covered with hair. No, Batman does not eat
Apples!
You got to be a bitch.
Traitor! My kingdom for a donkey. A squirrel sure is stupid.
This is a tasty burger.
Just ever heard a good spaghetti?
Always watching.
Most illogical.
Illuminati.
Red Bull gives you wings! I am not that short.
Stupid dog! You're a loser!
Give me a song!
Ladies and gentlemen, My Little Pony.
And that, ladies and
I think
gentlemen,
you killed me.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is season 4 in a nutshell.
I think you killed me.
That deserves a slow
I'm not
clap.
sure which of those parts was my favorite, so I'm just going to say all of them were my favorite.
Yeah.
It was a good season. It was a good season.
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
That part gets me every fucking time.
A lot of parts get me every time.
Oh,
You get my part every time.
I just whole thing.
So, there you guys have it. We had a great season this year. As is the tradition, we're actually supposed to be talking about the episode, not the season as a whole. That said, we will talk about the season as a whole later on in the episode. First topic this week. Oh my god, Luna is singing! This is the greatest thing in my life!
I have one problem with it, though. When she said I, she should have said we.
No,
that
no.
was just as she was learning. But yeah,
she's definitely moved away from the archaic speech.
She has.
It makes me sad though, because I liked her archaic speech. That's one of the things that made Luna so amazing to me.
To be honest, to me, I didn't even really notice it at first until it was pointed out when, like, somebody said in the chat, she's saying we! Why? Or she's saying I! Why isn't she saying we?
Well, it wasn't even just that for me. It was like, it seemed like she almost got a big character change. Like the last time we saw Luna, even though she was still a little more complacent, she was still, she still used the Royal Canterlot voice to a degree.
You mean back when she had the mysterious case of Celestia voice?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I guess. But, like, she's always had this more regal sound to her voice, and, like, this episode it was kind of weird, because she actually sounded more...
conversational?
Yes.
Little sister.
I suppose. One thing I have noticed a couple times in the season, actually, is whenever Luna talks, it's like, in the song, and there's another Luna episode, she's always talking about, oh, I know what it's like to be overshadowed by a little sister. Oh, I know what it's like to want to do more. It's like, yes, we get it, you're evil, move on.
We get it.
I wouldn't consider her evil. I would consider her misunderstood.
I would consider her evil.
To be honest, I would actually like to see an episode where Luna is tempted by a big bad villain to fall back into darkness.
Ooh.
You mean kind of like how Discord was tempted to turn back to chaos?
True.
Yes.
Well, he never really left chaos. I mean, he's Discord.
Can I just...
Yeah.
Can I just tangent slightly the video that's just been playing? Is anybody else noticing that Friendship is Witchcraft has predicted another thing?
Yes, I pointed that out when we watched
Because
it.
Star Waving Mad was basically that entire, 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah, when she...
She's like, okay, I have a moon now. Let me wave it around in the sky in no sort of orbit whatsoever, and then it turns to fire and crashes. And it's like, that was basically what just happened in the episode. She couldn't control the moon. Ta-da!
Witchcraft predicts several things. So did I'm a Toon Link.
Everything. They predicted everything.
That's awesome. What did I'm a Toon Link?
The dual sun moon thing.
In the mysterious land of whatever.
Yeah,
most of the videos saying, hey, I fucking called it.
Now he's going with you. No, we don't!
Hey, Twilight.
Twilight. Look how wide my mouth can open.
I saw that. I'm like, yes.
That is perfect.
I get it.
She's high.
So basically, yeah, we
Sure.
got Luna to actually sing, you know?
Yeah, and it was okay. I mean, it was a
She is-
singing voice.
She is the third character this season that actually surprised us with being a...
No, from Nickelodeon do! Kasinana kotere, kasinana gak! Gak, gak, gak! Gak, gak, gak! Kastireda Celestia Luna! Kidatares nuroka intereko, nunca interakasnera tarea tokos na cheletera jerk! Kaintos nunca de kaisindika, kuno gak kos, notara ka twistera gram binkon! Ainga shinegain kotora kainkas numona darira gak!
God damn ads, they haunt me even when it's a recording. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that was fun.
It was indeed. I did not know there were GAC commercials in Spanish.
I also didn't know there were commercials in recording.
I did not either. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we were introduced to a new villain.
Quote unquote new.
Really?
Kinda.
He's new to this generation. It's fine.
He's new to this generation, but he's not new to My Little Cat, what the living hell is on the stream?
What did he do?
Meanwhile, in Purgatory.
What happened? Where am I? Why does no pony post what?
You know what? Here's the thing. I was actually kind of disappointed that Twyla Kane did not turn out to be her key.
Or at least some come
That
back.
would have
in some
been
way at all.
pretty awesome.
Gak should have been her key.
Lol.
I would just love if the show made some reference to Gak.
You know what I would love? I would love for Trixie to have come back and Twilight got pissed off and kicked Trixie and Trixie turned into the key.
I will murder you, Ditzy!
Look, if anyone she should murder for that, it should be Twilight, because she just murdered Trixie.
I'm the centaur of attention.
I am the centaur of attention.
That's
Sounds
worse
like the
than my
funny one.
stalking joke I made today.
Oh, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what I was saying was Lord Tyrek actually comes from Generation 1. If my knowledge of My Little Pony is anything worth 2 grains of salt,
It's not.
he was
Which
actually
is not.
He was actually the very first villain that any pony in the My Little Pony universe ever faced.
Smooth. Excuse me. Sea ponies. Excuse me.
First.
Oh, where did that come from?
That could be
Hold on, Alma. Did the movie come first or did the show come first?
I happen to know from our good friends at Ponyville Live that the very first episode of My Little Pony was the one that featured the sea ponies. So there you go.
Now, is that the first episode or did the movie come before it?
I don't know, but either way, it's not about Tyrek.
Who was phone?
My point is he was the first villain they faced. I never said first episode.
Fine.
And sea ponies were a villain?
No.
They
Yeah,
are
they were just the
in
plot
my
point.
canon. They are a villain.
But anyway, he was a centaur in that, and apparently he straight up murdered ponies in it too. That's
Love and friendship, everybody.
It was less murdered and more turned him into dark beans.
So basically, this episode.
What I saw was he turned them to stone and then shattered them.
So basically, this episode.
Yes and no. In this episode, he didn't really
Kill
murder
anyone?
So.
But yeah, Tyrek
There's a
was
reason
cool.
you
I
didn't see
love-
Trixie.
So, like, the cockatrice meets a
Hulk
centaur.
smash?
Yes.
But no, I do
A
like
cockatrice
with the
meets
season
both
that ends.
biceps.
Let Phasor talk.
This season, how they brought back the season 1, or not season 1, the Gen 1 villains and creatures. I mean, the Breezies are, I don't know, they may have been Gen 3 or something, but they were an old thing from My Little Pony. And then Tyrek and mentioning Scorpion as well. It's old lore that is made, and everybody's favorite word, canon.
P.S.
Yay, canon.
BTW.
I have a picture of that.
It is my headcanon that Scorpion is the manticore that we saw in season 1.
Scorpion's not a manticore, though.
He is.
Is
Look
he?
at him.
Oh, yeah.
He's part lion, part scorpion, and yeah.
It's
Actually, no. He's a minotaur, technically.
He had a scorpion tail and the bat wings that the lion had.
If he's a Minotaur, can we then pretend he's the Minotaur from last season?
Actually, no, we can't, because in the episode they mentioned Cerberus escaping. That didn't happen until season 2, if I remember correctly.
That opens up a whole other can of worms of headcanon.
Okay.
That was crazy.
Scorpion wasn't in Tartarus. Only Tyrek. Scorpion was free.
Scorpion is good, and as far as we know, he's still roaming around somewhere, being all like, "Yo, what's up? I'm Scorpion."
That's why I don't think the Manticore from the beginning of the series was Scorpion, because that one, he wasn't intelligent. He didn't talk. He was just
Well, not only that, but Scorpion loves the pony, so why would he go after the Cutie Mark Crusaders?
He didn't go after the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Let me jab a spike in your hand, and we'll
Cutie
see
Mark
if you
Crusaders.
still are civil.
What'd you say, Amma?
Oh, I was just saying, they were saying about the Minotaur at the beginning of the show of the series not being sentient or anything. I'm like, let me shove a spike in your hand. We'll see how coherent you are for the next.
Well,
10
he's
minutes.
smart, and it's just a thorn. He can pull it out himself.
Well, he did look at did lick Fluttershy, and to be
That's
honest,
because it's Fluttershy, and he's an animal.
and everybody wants to lick Fluttershy.
Yeah.
This is true.
Everyone wants Fluttershy to lick them.
Could you guys please leave me out of this episode? I really don't want to make any more sexual jokes.
That's okay, Fluttershy. You're welcome in this episode by a long shot.
I like that picture.
Oh my.
Screw you, it's canon!
I'm an icon guy myself.
It took me a minute to get that goddamn.
Get the camera, Brad.
It did as well. I'm like, what is it by that? And then I thought it was a camera, and just
I saw
That said, though, speaking of Scorpion, actually segues us into the next topic. How old are Luna and Celestia?
Wait, did you just say Segues?
Yes. Segway.
Yes, my dream
it's
is on
Segway,
too.
like the thing you ride on.
Segway. I don't know.
But anyway, Luna and Celestia are 1,000 years old, just like everything else in this show.
I'll seg your way.
We don't know that we don't know that they're 1,000 years old because Luna got sent to the moon 1,000 years ago.
Okay, fine. Celestia is 1,000 years old, and Luna is 1.
You know, I've said it once, and I'll say it 1,000 times. Equestria must have been a royal shithole to live in 1,000 years ago.
It was.
Seriously.
And again, this world was kind of a shithole to live in 1,000 years ago.
Actually,
you had King Sombra taking over the Crystal Empire. You had Discord causing chaos, and you had this fucking Tyrek running around blowing shit up.
And Skirtaloon still didn't have a cutie mark.
And you had Nightmare Moon terrorizing Canterlot.
Hello, is this thing on? I believe I just said that.
there's also.
I'm sorry, I'm
It's
sick.
not as bad as you think. I mean, 4 eons ago, it's probably just a molten like ball of flames and stuff. So they have cycles to them.
It's just like they keep saying this happened 1,000 years ago. It's like, what the fuck didn't happen 1,000?
1,000 is like the magic number when it comes to backstory.
Now, the 1,001 years ago was the Great Red discovery of 90-something.
1,000 years ago, there was a giant tornado, but it's cool now. 1,000 years ago, the Pegasi hated everyone, but they're cool now.
Probably what it is they just say 1,000 years is a way of saying, oh, it's a really long time. Like you could say thousands of years. I know they don't.
Why couldn't they just say eons ago?
Twitchy.
A long time ago in a
Yes,
galaxy very far, far away.
Engage ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed! Go! We're going
This
too
does bring up
fast.
another point, though.
My brains are going into my feet.
This does bring up an interesting point, though. This is the first actual proof we have that a Pegasus's flight uses magic.
Okay,
because
Well,
the fact that
and a earthly strength.
Well, okay, no, they didn't say that the Pegasi's flight is magic. What they said is he found out how to take flight. They didn't say
No.
because of magic.
I'm talking about the picture that's up right now. The fact that Twilight has more magic should not affect her wings and her flying speed. The fact that it does proves that, at least in alicorns, their flying uses magic.
Can lightning go into a theory?
This is true.
Go ahead, Lightning.
Lightning likes to
Okay, so
theorize
next
that.
topic.
God damn it. There's a song I got. Anyways, I like to theorize that everything has magic. It's just unicorns are biologically made so they can focus the magic.
Yeah,
Makes
like
sense.
it's magic is like gravity. Everyone has it. It's just that you gotta learn how to control it. It
You can
it
control
explains why
gravity?
you're able to pick things up with hooves.
Wait,
Explains
Cat.
why random ones like
Why rainbow poops
Cat.
rainbows and lightning dust poops the lightning and the Wonderbolts poop storm clouds, right?
And
Wait.
lightning.
totally.
Cat, you can control gravity, and you haven't been telling us about this?
Well, gravity is kind of magical.
That does bring up a good question, though. Is this is like the first time Twilight's ever had a trail behind her? Does every
No.
fucking Pegasus that flies have a trail behind her?
Have you seen the Wonderbolts?
Only when they go to ludicrous speed.
I love the stormy one it has a storm.
What would my trail look like?
You don't want to know.
Not
Little cats! All the little cats!
There's a reason this is called Twitchy After Dark.
I mean, I'm brown. My tail is yellow.
I feel. Go
Oh,
on.
just go into the next topic.
Can I just say one thing?
Storm.
Go ahead.
Well, going off of Phasor, I feel like your trail will be sexual paraphernalia, Billy. Oh man.
I just kind of wish there's a comic that I saw a while back where it explains like the extreme flight speed is based off of a Pegasus' ability to take an air and push it out the other end.
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. The entire show just goes
Hypersonic farts.
Exactly. That's the trail.
I got nothing. Okay, now moving on to the next topic. Oh, God damn it!
He broke lightning.
Discord, deceptive Discord, or double agent? Phasor, I believe you had a theory on this.
Yes. This is something that I like as a headcanon theory. It's kind of what I mentioned before. It's my theory that really this whole thing was set up in advance by Celestia and maybe with Discord's like input. It's been shown and it's been clearly stated that while he was stone, Discord could hear what was going on around him. So there's no reason that he couldn't have planned with Celestia for this, and I'm sure Celestia's got some power to talk to him while he's stone. When it's my theory that Tyrek escaped from Tartarus when back in the episode It's About Time, when Cerberus escaped, and then
Yes, and that makes sense.
Because like Celestia releases Cerberus, which allows Tyrek to escape. And then once Twilight has already returned him, that's when she gets the Lost Dog Flyer. So she releases Tyrek, keeps an eye on him to make sure he can't cause trouble. She allows Discord to be reformed and befriended. So when she uses Discord finally, when Twilight becomes a princess and is questioning her princesshood and the reasons for that, Tyrek starts causing problems. She sends Discord to Tyrek knowing that he's going to betray them and knowing that Twilight is going to have to do the whole friendship is magic deal to get her key and the problem solved, and she knows that she has become the princess of friendship, who honestly did not see that coming, really.
Can I say one thing? There's like a ton of things that's wrong with that. One, there's no way in hell she could have planned all of this out. Maybe earlier on, but not all of this. Two, the fact that she sent Discord out actually worsened, like, the fact that she sent Discord out, if she knew that he would double-cross like that,
Maybe
which
that's
she
the
could
plan.
not have known, and
says?
very well, it made them a lot quicker. Like, it made him more powerful more quicker.
This is Celestia we're talking about.
She's thousands of years old.
She's thousands of years old, but she can't see into the future.
Yeah,
She can
No.
plan for it.
Let me undermine you right there. Remember season 3 ended when she did the review of Twilight's Path?
That's the past.
Who said that she can now look forward?
Me, because it's just illogical.
No, if she can look back, she can
No,
look
no, no.
back on.
That is so OP and
Who's to say what
stupid.
that room is all about?
Actually, I have my own theory to add to this. Now, personally, I don't think that I think Celestia knew that Discord was going to betray them, but at the same time, I don't think Discord knew that she knew. I think
could
that
go
was
either
honestly
way.
all Discord, and that she was actually going on. She wanted Discord to learn a lesson about friendship in addition to Twilight.
Yes. But, like, sure, maybe Celestia cannot see into the future, but she's seen enough of the past and knows everyone involved and exactly how they're going to act because that is who they are. She knows them well enough to know, in the situation, this is what he's going to do. It's like criminal profiling.
Not only that, but she has enough sense to say, oh, okay, just in case this fucks up, here's my backup plan.
There's a problem though. There's no way that she could entirely plan for every single variable. For all she knew that Fluttershy could actually fully turn him. She couldn't have known.
Him, then he would have successfully defeated Tarek. If she hadn't successfully converted him, then Twilight is backup.
But that's one variable. What about every single other variable that could have ever happened? There's no way she could have planned for all of that. And science teaches us that when it comes to theories, the one that's more plausible is the one that should be thought.
You might be looking too deep into this if you're bringing science into it.
Cat,
You know what I'm
it's a
gonna
show
say?
for 8-year-old girls.
And yet we're doing this show.
Lol.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that she's the equivalent of God in the universe. So, meh.
I actually have this theory that Celestia is actually building Twilight up because she knows that eventually, Celestia knows that eventually she herself is going to go ape shit like her sister did and become some powerful being that wants to destroy the world. And she's actually building Twilight up because she knows that Twilight can stop her from doing that.
In before season 5 opener.
In before series finale.
See, the thing with that, though, it's a plausible theory, I suppose, and it'd be an interesting one to see, but there's absolutely no evidence backing up. There's no evidence of Celestia ever going, oh, I could push my power a little bit there. Oh,
Yeah,
maniac
true.
moment.
True, there isn't. But at the same time, she could also be, inevitably thinking, well, my sister did it. What's to stop me from doing it? I need a backup contingency plan here.
Everything we've seen from Celestia so far has been completely selfless, and I'm doing this because it's what a ruler should do, and not to better myself.
Why are we depicting Celestia as some master chess player who's planning every single move 1,000 steps ahead?
Because that's always what it seems to be.
Also, what else are you going to do with 1,000 years of free time besides play chess on the long scale?
Yeah, that's point there.
Okay. Now I can only think of the mini comic now where they got like a bunch of ponies to do the chess.
Well, like Harry Potter?
No. Like, have you not read the comics?
Not all of them, no.
They're in the mini Luna comic. She gets bored, so she starts playing live chess.
Yes.
All the pieces are ponies.
Yes,
They're
that
standing
part-
on the
that-
squares.
Okay, I
Oh,
gotta say,
by the way, hold on, Kat. I have one more problem with one of your theories.
with one of Kat's theories or one of Phasor's theories?
Well, with one of Kat's complaints.
Oh, alright.
Kat complained that Celestia could probably, or Lightning said that, since Celestia can look back in the past, that she could probably look forward in the future, and Kat said that's not possible. We saw in season 3 that Twilight can flash forward in time.
That is another
Who's
thing.
to say Celestia can't do the same thing?
No, okay, we have basically learned absolutely jack diddly shit about Star Swirl the Bearded, other than that he's
Yeah.
old. He has a beard and he studied time.
Okay, according to this finale,
And he failed at
he
friendship.
was a
Don't failed at friendship.
unicorn, and he had a beard.
And he failed at friendship.
And he's also Discord.
I prefer to think
But-
of Star Swirl the Bearded in one of the, I don't remember what story I read, but Star Swirl was a girl that wore a fake beard just to make herself stand out, and I think that's the
I kinda
best
like
Star
that.
Swirl canon. That Star
Like
Swirl
a
the Beard
Fiona
is actually a
Austin.
filly, not a cult.
But so you're talking like the first transgender My Little Pony character.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway,
or at least just cross-dressing.
My thing is, what if Celestia actually used Star Swirl the Bearded's magic to look forward in time and saw all of this stuff?
Or even better, use the Star Swirl spell to come back and say, "Hey, here's everything you need to know about 25 years. Go,
exactly.
go."
Or guys, what if Twilight was so inexperienced at the time that the reason Celestia didn't automatically want to throw her in is because Celestia had seen the future and Twilight was gonna die?
Boom!
If we bring in time to this, you could say anything happens. That's the problem with time.
Yeah.
Boom! No, hold on. Something that actually proves this. Something that actually could
Quote
prove
unquote
this actually
proves.
happened in the About Time episode. Celestia walked past Twilight and says, "Hello, Twilight. Happy Tuesday." As if she knew what Twilight had done.
Or, she could have just known it was Tuesday. You couldn't know her intention.
Okay, that she just knew it was Tuesday thing completely fails because at no other point in the entire series so far does any pony ever mention what weekday it is. That is the only time anyone ever says what weekday it is. It is, "Hello, it is Tuesday."
Emma, I have to stop you there before you go too far.
Yeah, no, that episode, I'm saying nowhere outside of that episode do they refer to weekdays.
Just the absence of something doesn't prove the unexistence of something.
And Catnick.
Yes, but
okay,
lead strongly
shooting
towards
you
it.
down. Why would she say Happy Tuesday?
Because it's Tuesday.
Why not just nice to
Okay,
see you?
guys, we're getting way too off topic with this now. We really
Yeah,
are.
but
that's a thing?
It just seems really out of context. Like, it would have been like good morning or good afternoon, not Happy Tuesday. That seems really specific.
I have somebody who messages me every Friday and says, "Happy Friday." Nothing else. It's not unusual.
It's just, well, it is.
It's unusual we never see her do it before.
To me, it's one of those things that honestly seemed like Celestia knew what Twilight had done. And that actually goes along with my theory that Celestia does, in fact, use use Star Swirl's spell to do what Amma said. The whole going back in time for, however many minutes and saying, "Okay, here's what's going to happen in the next, day." Or here's what's going to happen in, the next 25 years. Maybe that's how she knows the future so well. Boom!
But you can only use that spell once.
We don't know that.
Right,
Yeah,
but
it says you can
during
only use it once.
During that once, you can take a scroll that has every major event for the next 25 years and say, "Here, read this. Bye." And Celestia, seeing herself, would go, "Oh, hey, let me do that."
Also, isn't Alicorn magic more powerful than a normal Unicorn's magic?
Also,
wouldn't
she
that
might
mean
have been
she
using
could
a different
bypass
spell.
the spell limit?
True. Now, like I said, we don't know all that Star Swirl the Bearded. That's why I really want an episode that it just fucking explains Star Swirl. Enough of this fucking, this is what his costume looked like. This is what his poster looks like. This was one of his trinkets. It's like, just fucking...
Hell, you know what? Mini-series.
I think that's part of the reason they're doing that, is they have Starsfield the Bearded, and they aren't explaining shit about him, so they can say, "Oh, it was Starsfield the Bearded's thing. We don't know what he did, so we'll just say it was him." It's just a trope that the series writers can use. Now, that's the practical explanation. The in-series explanation, he's just some mysterious character.
Hashtag Starsfield the Bearded is Discord.
Is it a
still think
hidden
it is.
Deus Ex Machina they're just waiting to use?
It is, only because we've never seen anyone else with a beard.
No.
Yes, we have.
It's just Discord.
Who?
Igneous Rock.
Characters with beards.
Who? Name
That
one.
serpent.
Igneous
Discord?
Rock.
Is playing Pony.
That serpent from the first
dude
episode.
pony guy.
Stephen Magnet.
No, he didn't.
He had a mustache.
Tyrick.
He had a beard.
Tyrick.
The weird hipster brony that asked Philly Vanilli to play his daughter's quinceañera.
That's a goatee.
He had a
Point
chin
taken.
strap.
It's still a beard.
Oh, that was a full beard.
You
I mean, it
blind
wasn't
because
as
he's
long
got
as
the beard?
Star Swirl the Beardeds, but none of them have the bearded in their name. So
Okay,
come on.
that's enough about Star Swirl the Bearded and all that shit.
There's never enough about Star Swirl the Bearded.
Tell me about it.
That's what we've been talking about for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, no kidding. This is probably the longest we've ever been stuck on a topic, I swear to God.
Argue. Bicker.
That really creepy guy that Pinkie Pie turns into his beard.
Yes. Well, technically that was Pinkie Pie pretending to be his beard.
So Pinkie Pie is a beard. Therefore, Star Swirl the Bearded.
Well, Cat just solved the entire series. Star
He'll
Swirl the
just
bearded. Star
get
Swirl
it
the
cut
bearded
out.
is Pinkie Pie. Oh my God, that's how.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Solves everything.
And I'm broken.
I think I just great and
So
powerful
the
Trixie with a
image-
beard.
Sorry.
You know, my theory is that Trixie is actually a descendant of Star Swirl because they both have the same fashion sense. As far as we've seen, they both don't seem to understand the concept of friendship.
The great and powerful Star Swirl.
The great and powerful Star Swirl.
I know she's just gonna start introducing herself as Trixie the Bearded.
Trixie the beard. Trixie shows up with a beard. My brain.
But no, there's actually another thing with my theory that I had talked about a while ago with the whole Celestia planned it all. At the end of the episode, there's just a thing up on the image that Kat was showing, where Discord winks to Celestia. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, the shipping is canon." But no, what if that was a whole "we did it, our plan worked" wink?
That's quite a jaw-dropping
Makes sense.
explanation.
God, that picture.
Glad I'm not the only one that saw that.
Face off.
Jeez, I thought the cancer one was the worst. The cancer frame.
Anyway.
And
Anyway.
moving on.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Cancer.
Okay, so
It's a sad moment.
granted, granted, Twilight. Granted that Twilight didn't know that Tyrek had taken her friends, but he knew that he had gone after the princesses, right?
Yes.
Oh, Cat.
It's one of those things where it's like,
Twitchy, I wanna cry.
I chose this one particularly because I knew you would freak out about it.
Dude, low blow. That's low.
Bumble, he played the Unikitty card.
Business, numbers, numbers.
I'm actually really upset now.
Look at the thing on the.
Is it working?
On the Hangout? He put the Unikitty card.
I did see it. It's very sad.
You know it's how when Lightning gets upset over like a thing show.
Kat, I recommend you change the picture just so we can move on.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is better.
Is that better or worse? I'm not sure.
Anyway, yes, it is worth pointing out that Twilight doesn't get angry until the tree is destroyed.
I got this. I got this. She doesn't get this pissed off when a villain attacks her friends. She doesn't get this pissed off when a villain attacks her princesses. But by God, you destroy her books and she will lay a generic smackdown upon your pony ass.
And technically, she doesn't even get pissed off at the library itself. It's when she looks down and sees the burned book.
Pix related.
Well, there goes her complete set of the
There
first
we go.
edition Daring Do books.
Somewhere Rainbow Dash is crying eternally.
Oh, God.
And we just had an episode, Tradia, about, this is the book that I read when I first got here. This is the book that made me realize this about you, my friend.
There was a comic that I could have
want to
grabbed.
save them forever because they remind me of my friends.
And this is
Burn.
the book that made me realize how much of
you know, and
backstabbing bitch Fluttershy
That makes trade all the harder to watch now. It's
Can I
like
say-
she's talking about all these books, and then it goes to this episode. It's like, oh, well, shit.
Buy books.
Yeah, there was a comic. There's a thing I saw on My Little Brony that I could have grabbed.
It was
about that.
basically exactly what FaZe just said.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I said it, because I saw the same picture. But yeah, books, important.
It's like, damn, Twilight, where the fuck was all this? That's it. I'm done. Things with Chrysalis or God.
Well, Chrysalis didn't fuck with her books.
Chrysalis fucked with her brother.
Also, she wasn't.
Oh
an
God,
alpha
she
at the time.
literally fucked with her brother. Oh God.
No, it's totally cool if you fuck my brother, but you fuck up my books and you die, motherfucker.
So much fucking.
Fucking flash to oblivion.
What is this, a Quapfic?
Oh my God.
Clop or
And then,
quap?
And then she totally goes all
Both.
Super Saiyan on his ass.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
Suddenly Dragon Ball Z!
That was probably to be the most unexpected thing to happen in My Little Pony ever.
And yet it
I was
can't
about to
be
say,
Dragon
did
Ball
anybody
Z.
else think the fight scene was a little gruesome?
Holy
for
shit,
MLP?
violence!
The thing is, you said about being Dragon Ball Z. It can't be Dragon Ball Z. It was too quick. There wasn't enough waiting 5 episodes for something to happen.
It's like Dragon Ball Z, but better.
Dragon Ball Z abridged, as told by My Little Pony.
You know what I realized? Twilight is basically like the lead of a Jehovah's Witness.
Excuse me, could you spare a moment or can I have a moment of your time to talk about the magic of friendship?
Why, certainly.
Yeah, that was something.
Jehovah's
Why'd you go long for friendship?
Wait, would this be like the Princess Celestia of Latter-day Saints or something like that?
But
I don't get what you're talking about.
But anyway, it's just for like Ditzy said, it was pretty dark for My Little Pony. Now, granted, My Little Pony has gotten pretty dark before. Like the whole thing about the season 3 premiere where Twilight, has to learn about self-sacrifice. That's kind of dark. And the fact that Trixie outright says she wanted to torture Rainbow Dash in Magic Duel, again, that's pretty dark.
But agony.
Yeah, that should have you writhing in agony.
The horror.
Dear
The horror.
God.
Stop! That tickles.
For kids, yeah, it's like, for kids. I kind of want people to watch this episode of My Little Pony first, just so they could see that, yes, this is a show that is not afraid to go away from the little girls.
At least 4 seasons in, anyway.
Nobody actually got hurt. Nobody died. Except for the tree.
Hey, that's not
No!
The tree was dead anyway.
There are at least 2
Oh,
characters that died.
actually, I remembered something. I had to yell at Twitchy for lying to me. You genuinely upset me. But you told me Discord died.
Lightning. Okay, there's one thing you should learn from this that you should have learned a long time ago. Don't take Twitchy's theories for, seriousness, because...
What?
Twitchy lies.
To be fair,
We had trust.
To be
You
fair,
fucking
Lightning.
joint.
To be fair, Lightning, blame Megan McCarthy because she's the one that said a character dies in this episode.
Can I say one thing, Twitchy?
And then turned around and mentioned Discord, okay?
Twitchy. This is Megan McCarthy, the troll of MLP.
Well, to be fair, she wasn't wrong. A beloved character did technically die.
Hashtag Twitchy lies.
Hashtag save tree.
Hashtag that's a different topic altogether.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hashtag.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Twilight being so powerful, well, she did have the magic of 4 alicorns to work with, and that is one thing that I did like, how they had the colors of her magic to be like the 4 alicorn colors mixed.
That is true.
It's not just the 4 colors. Looking at that, you see the hearts in the red.
Did anybody notice that when Cadence, Luna, and surround her, form the Triforce? Just saying.
Well, there are 3 other beings. In order to evenly space themselves around a central point, they must form a triangle.
You mean Triforce.
You gotta think about it, though, in
Triforce.
a way, they do kind of represent the Triforce.
Who would be what, though?
So we got Sun, Moon, and Love. No, that's not the Triforce.
Celestia is the badass one.
I would say Celestia would be power. Luna would be courage because she's had to have the courage to get, to go to get over her past, and wisdom. Either that or Cadence would be power and Celestia would be wisdom.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Cadence is the one that crushes Spike. How is that very wisdom-y?
And I thought Phasor's theory was a crackpot one.
Lol.
If it's a triangle, that obviously has to mean the Illuminati, right? I mean, come on.
Also,
It's
I could
a circle with 3 points. It's a triangle, period. That's it.
actually think about it. I think I know why. I don't know why I'm thinking of this. I'm gonna go off track. You're gonna hate me off. But you know how when the cutie marks disappeared when they gave up the magic?
Yes.
And you know how my theory that everything has magic? Is it that because Scootaloo doesn't have a cutie mark that she cannot fly because she does not have the magic generated from the cutie mark?
Oh God!
That theory would not work because Pound doesn't have his cutie mark either, and he can fly just fine.
But what if she doesn't have any magic to fly?
You can't
What if
reverse
she
it.
was Tyrik's first victim and didn't even know it?
She has colored eyes.
Oh. Well.
Fuck.
So how about them rainbow powers, ladies and gentlemen?
Spell transformation.
Yay, let's sell toys!
Toys!
It's the same thing with Princess Twilight. The toy line went out ages before the finale spoiler. So, yeah.
Princess Skyla, anyone?
Let's buy those toys. Oh my god, the Princess Skyla thing got people like, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, Twitchy.
Yes, Ditzy.
I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm feeling worse.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for joining us this season, Ditzy.
Alright, I'll try to be back for season 5 if I'm invited back.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
See you, Ditz.
Bye, Ditzy. We love you. I hope you get home.
Love you guys too.
Quick, Bumble.
User left your channel.
I'm already sitting down.
No, it's my seat now.
User joined your channel.
Was I not supposed to leave yet?
I said, quick, Bumble, here's your chance. Take her seat.
Oh, yeah, Bumble, you
And
can
then
have
I
my
said I'm gonna
spot.
steal it.
Yay!
Yay!
User left your channel.
Bumble does best Fluttershy impression. Fuck you, Twitchy.
Well, I do a best abortion impression.
God. Well, but anyway, I mean, to me, the rainbow thing is, first of all, it's a huge gimmick. You know, fuck
Deus Ex Machina!
No, and not just Deus Ex Machina. It's a sell toys. There's no way around that.
This show is a commercial to sell toys.
It is, but at the same time, this is worse than the Twilight, Twilight Princess thing. Which, by the way, I will admit, Rainbow Dash's rainbow form is fucking awesome just because of the goddamn mohawk.
Do you think it needs more rainbows, though? I think it doesn't have enough rainbow.
Yeah, there's that whole blue spot right across her body that is basically her body that could be covered in rainbows as well.
We need more rainbows.
She needs to be just one giant-ass fucking rainbow.
Can't you just
She
say huge
is
lesbian?
the rainbow.
We need a double rainbow, man. Oh my god.
Rainbow Dash should have been Twilight's key.
Oh my god, no, look at her mane and her tail. She is a double rainbow, because it goes right from the purple back into the red.
Oh my god.
Because both her mane and her tail are complete rainbows.
Double rainbow.
Oh my god. It's so flickery too.
Wow, oh my god.
Look at that shiny. But yeah, the rainbow
also admit-
power effect, look kind of
Cheap?
I mean,
Cheesy?
we saw it coming. Come on. But yeah, looks kind of
I knew it was coming, but I didn't know if it was coming now or if it was going to be in part of like the season premiere, because they do those things. You never know when they say, okay, well, here's a toy that's going to feature in the show eventually. You just never know when.
Well, to that end, what did you think was in the box?
Stripper.
A pie.
Okay,
it's a
I
pie
think it
that
was-
Discord put in the box to pie Twilight in the face.
It's obviously a stripper.
I would like to see that.
The
See,
severed
personally-
head of Twilight husband.
Personally, I honestly wanted it to open, and then there'd be a note inside that says, "I owe you 6 elements of harmony," and then it cuts to black.
They wouldn't do that though.
No. It's just like Twilight's got like the most pissed off expression.
No. You open the
Twilight
box, and there's a note inside that says your harmony is in another castle.
I still want severed head of Twilight's future husband.
But on the topic of the rainbows, I
Last
mean,
century?
if you looked at the clues,
Yes.
you could really tell that it would be the rainbow powers, because when they find their key, their eyes do a rainbow thing. They see the object does a rainbow thing. So
Your mom
Yeah.
does a rainbow thing.
The box opens, Derpy pops out and hands them all muffins, and then goes back inside.
I still want
Rainbow
that
muffins.
last century.
And the muffins, when you throw them at things, they turn into friendshipness.
Oh, Bumble.
Friendship.
It's
Is that
muffin.
even their final form?
It's muffins with friendships in it.
This isn't even my final form.
chocolate friend chips.
I swear to God, if they go to another form past the rainbow form in one of the next seasons, I'm done.
Well,
You're
the
not
rainbow
done.
power's
You're gonna
not
be
gonna
smiling and waving.
Well, really, they're only at like what, Super Saiyan 2, maybe 3 right now. So yeah, they've still got a bit to go.
They all need to be alicorns by the end of the series.
Need
They're
to rest
going
for a
be.
minute, maybe 3.
That's the way this works. Everybody can become a princess.
Even Big Macintosh.
It's the ultimate girl lesson. You can be a princess too. So everyone is going to be a princess.
If
all
Disney
6 of them
taught
are
me
going to be
anything.
princesses.
If Disney taught us anything, it's that everyone could be a princess, even Aladdin. No, I'm serious. In an episode of the Aladdin series, he gets gender swapped and becomes a princess.
Right.
Does he really? I
Knowing
wanna look this
Genie,
up
I'm
now.
not surprised.
Even Bambi can be a princess.
No, it was one of the weirdest fucking episodes
I
ever.
can show you the world.
Twitchy, you know
Well,
something else?
Ever.
Wait,
That's off
Canik.
topic.
Canik. For to be a princess, he was gonna whatever. He was gonna need a mother in the first place to be the queen.
Do Looney and Celestia have a mother? No. You don't need a mother to be queen.
No. Fucking Bambi's mother's dead. How do you fucking all feel?
Alright. In all seriousness, we had our fun, but now let us take a moment to look back at those that we lost this season.
Sound resumed.
Perfect time to come back.
Boneless. No.
Boneless.
Who's boneless?
You were
Boneless
so
tree.
young
We'll
and
have to live
so
on.
squeaky.
Yeah, you know what? Screw Twilight's tree. No one
Boneless. Oh god, I want an episode where Cheese Sandwich comes back and goes to Pinky and says, "Oh, by the way,
So where's
can I have
Boneless?
back?"
And it just shows her the key, like, what'd you do with Boneless?
No, it's just
Boneless is in a better place now. This box.
Boneless is in a better place now. He's a key.
He's a
I
what?
keep him in my main for key emergencies.
She keeps a lot of things in her main for main
At
emergencies.
which point, Cheese Sandwich just goes apeshit battery insane and has Pinkie Pie for breakfast.
Season 5 premiere
and there's a
villain.
song in that.
Well, Twitchy, considering the amount of vor in this season, or implied vor.
Oh god. There was a
I
lot
mean,
of
he's got
boneless.
boneless too.
There was
He
a
does
lot
have
of
boneless
bad
too.
stuff in this season.
But, you know, it's one of those sad things because he got Boneless from Pinky originally. And then, boom, Boneless turns into a key.
It was meant to be.
So now Pinky's got a key friend.
In all fairness, I gotta wonder... yeah, I gotta wonder, you know? It's one of those things that I just kinda gotta wonder. I wonder about. Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us wrap this up real fast with a quick group discussion about the episode and what everyone thought of the season as a whole.
Cool.
Meh. No, I'm sorry. It was good.
One thing I pointed out several times throughout the season that I absolutely loved, at least like, maybe there were a few that didn't have it, but most of the episodes, at least one point, they had a really cool lighting effect. Where the light came from behind the pony and it kind of shone around and it was blended and everything like that. I thought it looked really good and it just really seemed to add an extra element to the show.
Really, it's now that they've gotten the base show down, the backgrounds, the characters, the models, all of that's done. A lot of the animation time that was going into those stuff in seasons 1 and 2 can now go into dynamic lighting and better composition of shots. So they have time to do those kind of things.
Can't
So yeah,
handle animation.
It can look a lot better with that kind of stuff, parallaxing and all that.
And that's one thing that I've noticed is that the animation has gotten so much better. Like you look season 1, where it's so obvious that it's a Flash animated show, and then you look at it today and it looks just so much crisper and so much clearer.
Yeah, like before, if they had a shot where it was a pony turning their head or turning around, it was like side, 3/4, front, 3/4, side. Now they actually do the full smooth turn.
Well, even back in season
it's a 3D
1,
model.
even back in season 1, you cannot say with certainty, at least right away. I guarantee you all said, this is a Flash animation?
Yeah, by the way, fun fact, this entire show is done on Flash.
If you haven't noticed already, you're blind.
That's why there were so many glitches in season 1. That's why we got Derpy, by the way. Derpy is the result of a Flash animation error.
I thought it was a joke.
No, it's seriously the way the eyes work is they are designed to point towards a spot. Ideally, both eyes should be pointing to the same spot. Somebody forgot to move one of the eyes in one frame, then all of a sudden,
the spot was between her head.
That's also where things like Sideways Pony from the Gala episode, the beginning of the Gala episode.
One.
Yeah, where Cyclops Pony came from. It was just somebody forgot to edit one layer of one animation frame, and that caused the thing.
We won't even bring up the cancer one.
I will say
there's all sorts of animation errors.
I will say, to me, this season was honestly, at first I wasn't 100% sold on it. I didn't honestly feel that it could top season 2. I think it did. I honestly do.
Yeah.
I honestly feel that this topped season 2.
Yeah, and that's story-wise, I mean, it still had elements of those, this episode is kind of contained, we have a problem, we resolve it, end of episode. But there was also, with, like, the keys, it wasn't always mentioned, but that overarching story that was always there. Like, they mentioned things that happened in previous episodes. That was a big thing for me.
Was for me as well.
And the fact that there's actual continuity is amazing, too. You don't see that often in kids' series. It's like, every episode is like, problem of the week, lol, we're never going to mention anything again, and then boom.
That kind of lends credence to my Celestia theory with, like, it's another example of it, but anyway.
And this season gave us Flutterbat.
Flutterbat. That's another theory I saw.
Also Twicane.
And Twicane.
And I've seen those pictures, like,
and
season 4
Derpy as a
nutshell.
featured character.
All of the memes.
All of the memes.
Oh god, I wish I had the picture for all the memes that were in this season.
Yeah.
Has anyone done an updated version of it?
There's like one I know. I don't know if they got with everything that happened this season.
The last one I saw was about 2/3 of the way through the season.
Yeah.
The last one I saw is it had Derpy as a vampire holding Twilacane.
Yeah.
And God, I forgot his name for a minute. Damn it! We just did a thing. Oh, Boneless. Boneless and the Spool were sitting next to him.
Yeah, I think I think the one is right before the It Ain't Easy Being Breezy episode.
Speaking of that episode, that's another thing where, like, not only did they call back to previous episodes, but they mentioned it ahead of time. Like with the Three's a Crowd episode, Fluttershy went off to look at the Breezies.
Exactly, and that's good. That that to me
Set up for a future episode.
Yeah, that honestly pissed me off though, because I honestly kind of wanted it to be a side episode where we actually get to see Fluttershy's journey to go visit the Breezies.
There's always the comics for that.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't the portal like only open up every like odd number of years or something?
It's something with moons. It's always something with
It's
moons.
30 moons, which I interpret as a month, so every
30 moons
years.
is not a month. 30 moons is 2.5
No, I mean,
years.
I mean, a moon is a month, so it would be 2.5 years.
Right.
But was 30 moons the Breezy's portal, or was it the... I know
Oh, no,
that's the Equestria Girls portal.
That was the Equestria Girls. I don't think... Did they actually say how often it opened? I don't know if they...
Every 3 years is the general theory.
Okay.
For the Breezies?
But, and the problem with moons in My Little Pony is they really seem inconsistent. Because I honestly don't think that the Apple family had a huge reunion like that 30 moons ago.
Well, the last time we saw their reunion was episode 1.
I can imagine...
True, but
I can imagine a reunion every 2.5 years.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's just the way Granny Smith made it sound is that Applejack and Apple Bloom weren't around,
Or Applejack was, but she
No,
was still...
Applejack was a baby at one of them. It doesn't say the last one, just at one of them.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you think about it, with the way that moons are in Equestria, they're controlled by Luna. I've never seen a moon phase. It's always a full moon.
So 30 moons ago was 30 days ago.
It
So
could have been 30 nights, yeah.
The portal opens once a month. Ooh.
Come back, Sunset Shimmer. We miss you.
But then again, maybe it's the 30 moons in the Equestria Girls universe, which does have a moon cycle.
Maybe.
Ooh.
That is true. It did have a moon cycle in that.
Yeah, but how do Celestia and Luna know what the moon cycle is in the other side of the portal if they've never been through it?
Luna is constantly in tune with whatever the moon is doing. I guarantee it.
Fine, I'll give you that.
And for all we know, Celestia and Luna could actually be in contact with their alternate personalities too. That's kind of to me. It kind of seemed like Equestria Girls Celestia knew what was going on and that she was in on it.
Another point to my theory of Celestia is the ultimate chess master.
But
I'm the one who said it was the ultimate chess master. At least coined it.
Bumble, I know you haven't seen every episode yet, but so far of the episodes you've seen, what have you thought of the season?
I approve. I don't know. I'm like 5 episodes behind, which I noticed when I was watching the finale. They didn't touch on anything I didn't see already, so I think I just missed the filler episodes conveniently.
You basically missed Equestria Games. That was sort of the second to last and the fourth to last episodes.
No,
yeah, I did.
No,
you didn't miss the Equestria Games at all.
It's not an episode you need to watch. I was facepalming the whole way through it.
She needs to see the song though. She needs to see the Clydesdale anthem sung by Spike.
I'm gonna still
She could just skip that song. Thank you very much.
It's great and it's really, really great. And they have nice trees.
Yes, the song great. I give them that, but
it's the Clydesdale anthem. They're only singing for the winners.
Okay, I get it.
I'll still watch them, even if I facepalm the whole time, but I'll still watch them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this has been an amazing season. We've had fun.
Bravo.
Yay.
I would like to give a personal thank you to each and every one of you guys for helping out.
How personal?
Even Lightning?
You're welcome.
Even Lightning.
Oh my god.
Thank you for being the one that I hate the most.
I thought it was Chalice, though.
Okay, you're right. It is Chalice. I do hate Chalice a lot.
Yeah,
I need a new title card.
Ironically funny,
So,
I guess.
But it's, to me, okay, this has honestly been a really fun season, and I love each and every one of you except for Chalice.
We love you too.
We love you too.
When are we getting married?
We're not getting married.
Season that's the season 5 opener.
Our OCs are getting married.
Which for us,
We haven't had a wedding in a while.
Which for us would be season 3. Season 3 of Twitchy After Dark. Never thought of it that way.
You know what?
Hold on. What do you think, Ashfire? Are we renewed for a new season?
You are so canceled.
What is this weird show? It's like the only thing you know. You talk about it every day. You know this is child's play. Your path ahead is blurred. Told to go join in on the herd. You know this show's for younger crowds. How can you say you're proud? Now think, brony, think. Everything in here is pink. You spent your precious time. Now you're walking a fine line, and then you have the nerve to ask me to observe these girly things. You open your mouth and sing. Ponies are just for girls, let the tail unfurl. Twilight sparkle, pinkie pie, applejack and fluttershy. Do not be afraid, we will never fade. Rainbow dash and rarity, join the herd and you will see. Hey, this show's not bad, I'll give it to you, I'm real glad. I never thought I'd like this stuff, I thought I was just too tough. I'm sorry I was rude, I feel happy and renewed. And even though I feel naive, I found it hard to leave. So thanks, Brony, thanks, my mind was shooting blanks. I feel like such a fool, who knew ponies were this cool. Now wait for Saturday, for the show to play. What will it bring? We open our mouths and sing. Ponies aren't just for girls, let the tail unfurl. repay what you've done for me today. So thanks, brony, thanks. Looks like I've joined your ranks. I never could repay. Ponies are just for girls, let the tail unfurl. Twilight sparkle